Everything that was fun about our show actually came from our audience. So we didn't do anything. Like, I remember before I even started the show, our boss at the time, Ollie Ward, said, here's something you got to know about Triple J. The audience is always funnier and more interesting than you.
It's incredible when you get to know the listeners and you can have fun and have the same in-jokes together. Like, there's something about that trust that you really like, whether it's, you know, bringing back Legionnaires hats and like both relying on, you know, the return of the flap and protecting your neck. That's amazing. Whether it's a Pack Her Up Boys, which people jump on board.
Pack her up, boys!
This bloke, Jake from Inverell, yelled Pack Her Up Boys to the audience. And there's so many people who listen to Triple J at work, whether it's on the site or in the office, and just something is like about it. I thought it was very funny, but it took on a life of its own.
Pack her up, boys.
Every time I pass a bin on the street, I think of when Alex had to hide in it and then pop up in a video and go, "Pack her up, boys." It's like, what were we doing? We had to sit in a bin? Like...
I know. I go, I'm meant to be a politician now. I can't be doing that.
What is a show without the callers, without getting to hear people, whether it's playing games, just asking like, come on and do an impression. All I care about is being silly and having fun and taking away from like how stressful life can be. So when people come on and match that and go along with it and enjoy it, like that is the magic.
6.66 is 100 of the number of the beast.
Our show was all about a dumb idea and then running with it. And so often the things that were memorable or the things that had momentum were what was driven by the audience. I don't think there is an audience that is so willing to get into the spirit of it than that Triple J audience. They are up for it.
For many years, the Hottest 100 broadcast would fall on the same day as the big day out in Sydney. We'd be holed up in this kind of glass-fronted room in the showgrounds. And as the day progressed, you can imagine people got a little bit more festive.
Please don't lick the window that you look through.
I've got distinct memories of punters just going past and like just dropping their dacks and mooning us, all kinds of stuff. And we couldn't go anywhere. We were just trying to do our jobs. Hottest 100 has always been a very loose day.
We did this skid pig, so like Ben's old car, we wanted to give it away to a listener in Coffs Harbour, so we drove it up the east coast of Australia and like pimped it up along the way. So listeners were like, "Hey, I'll paint flames on the side of it. I'll put a spoiler on it." And yeah, that was a fun little road trip.
There are too many dumb things to count. Filming a high-end perfume commercial for Legionnaires hats. It's really stupid stuff, but that's fun. Like, it's the fun things, and you can connect over those sort of things. It's singing Helen Reddy's "I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar" in the nude was pretty dumb.
Lewis had organised for me to have a Bucks party, and so the idea was like maybe I don't know, 8 of us or whatever, we're going to go from Triple J and play paintball. What he didn't tell me was that he'd also gotten in touch with a professional paintball team. And we went to a paintball centre, and then basically Lewis hid for like 5 minutes while these guys who like compete in competitions and can like snipe you from like 100 metres away, just like basically hunted me for sport for like 20 minutes or whatever it was. There were so many, I had bruises all up and down my back. There was like, the one started bleeding a couple of days later. But it was pretty funny.
Dr. Carl gets so many calls that there's like going to be like an overflow of like 50 that they're just going to wait on hold.
And so what we used to do was we used to get all the overflow of calls, and we would wear lab coats and we would do Dr. Ben and Liam, and we would try and answer their questions, but we wouldn't do it as Ben and Liam. We would try and do it as Dr. Carl. Now Liam's pretty good at impressions. I'm not so good at impressions.
Bit of a paper cut, perhaps.
Yeah, and
it's very, very painful, isn't it, Nathan?
It is. When you jump in the shower.
Yeah. What?
I don't think I have ever laughed harder and longer in my life because I just couldn't get the words out.
This isn't even Dr. Carl.
We'll give it away.
There is a connection with the audience that just doesn't exist anywhere else. That's it. That's as simple as it is.
Nice people, funny, silly ideas coming together. That's just how Triple J cooked every week. It was amazing.